Plaintiff Alicia Link says she had to use her only savings to pay the rent when her former best friend skipped out on their lease. Defendant Nikita Rivera claims she was being threatened and harassed and being accused of being a boyfriend stealer. She says she owes nothing.
Case number 120 on the docket, Link versus Rivera.
Okay. The plaintiff, Ms. Link, you are suing your ex-best friend, it says here, for $1,200 for 2 months of rent.
Okay, so yes, I am suing the defendant for 2 months of rent. She signed a 12-month lease and she failed to pay 2 months.
Yeah.
We met each other, we worked together.
Yeah.
We became friends really quickly. We decided to move in together.
Yeah.
I'm a single mom, so I have a daughter. Things started kind of going downhill on Memorial Day, and that's when we met Chris.
Your Honor, can I say something?
Yes.
Her witness, Chris, was dating my cousin, and that's how we met him. They had been dating for a while. We hadn't known him, and that's when Nikita and him pretty much started having a secret relationship and decided pretty much that they were just going to go off together, move out, and leave my sister high and dry on the rent.
Then on my daughter's birthday, she promised my daughter that she was going to be there for her birthday. Not a call, not a text, didn't show up for my daughter's birthday. She broke my daughter's heart.
But how did it wind up that she's no longer living there?
So, I also have the leasing agreement
Well,
as
first,
well.
okay. And your
May
name
I?
is? Chris. You are, okay, they are...
I'm a friend of Nikita. First
Yeah.
of all, I never dated her cousin, Alexa. We hung out for a couple months. That was it. After that, I didn't want anything to do with her. The bottom line is there's three things that are guaranteed in life. There's death, taxes, and you being a horrible roommate, which is what you were. It was an uncomfortable situation that you were putting Nikita in. She was going to school to get her doctorate. And Nikita and I were friends. We made out a couple times, here and there. But there was no fling going on between Nikita and I whatsoever.
I can let you know that 100% I was there on her birthday. She wanted a homie hookup, and he told me on the phone, I'm not going to give somebody that I'm not having sexual intercourse with a homie hookup. Ever since that comment, they got really close.
I'm not, okay, hold on. I'm not real knowledgeable about homie hookups. But let's hear from the defendant just for a moment. Lend to this case.
Your Honor, I mean, I really don't feel like I owe anything.
Sure.
She threatened multiple times to kick me out. She threatened my dog. She constructively evicted me at one point.
That's a lie.
I mean, at any point throughout it, she was threatening my job. She was coming into work multiple times saying, you need to get a new job. I'm going to get you fired. You need to get a new job. Despite me being one of the top performers at the job every single day.
Okay, when she first, according to you, started to do that, did you say, why are you being angry at me? What did she tell you?
It was
The
because I
fight
wasn't
was-
hanging out with her anymore because I didn't like the person that she was being and who she was hanging out with. I chose not to hang out with those people. I said, look, I have a better path for my life. I'm going to get my doctorate. I have school as my priority. My job is my second priority. My third priority is my dog. That's it. I didn't want to be around those people, and I didn't want to be in that situation over and over and over again. And then
Okay,
the
so you
threats
still
came.
had a few months left on the lease.
Correct.
So are you saying you had not made a decision yet to move out?
Correct.
That is a complete lie. She said she was moving out because she was going to drug rehab.
That true?
It's not true. I have the text here, the harassing text here from not only them, but also the cousin as well, of saying you need to find a new place to live, you need to get a new job, and you need to get out. They're all right here, Your Honor. I can show you if you'd like to see them.
I'll take a look at them, please. Okay, this is from Alicia. You are getting sued. My mom's looking into how to sue you, and I'm calling your parents. Be prepared for war now for what you tried to do. You are getting sued. You'll learn not to steal other people's men, not even be their friend, you skank.
I mean, that's how we call him out.
What text do you have?
I just told her we only have 3 months left. Alexa does not have to be there because when it was just me, there's no drama. I don't like drama. So I told her Alexa will not be there for the remaining of the 3 months, and it's highlighted right there.
Okay. We only have 3 months. Alexa won't be there. My lawyer said first me and you will go through mediation, and if you still don't agree to pay since you are on the lease, then you'll be sued and your restraining order won't get you out of paying, so think wisely. I know you're smart. Okay. Well.
Can I say something, Your Honor?
Yeah, and then, yeah.
Things were said that, probably shouldn't have been said during the time, but actions speak louder than words. And her actions, she was in charge of the electricity bill. She turns it off on my niece and my sister, doesn't get it transferred, leaves them with nothing. So we're bitter and we're angry with this girl who we thought was a friend. Meanwhile,
why would you turn off the...
So I actually offered her, I gave her 2 full weeks to transfer the electricity into her name. I have the text messages, Your Honor. I'd given her ample notice.
Where?
Telling her, I have them in text, Lauren.
Let me see them.
Stop.
Where?
I can go through my whole phone
Go
for an
ahead.
hour.
You
I have
should have
every
brought
text
it.
message
Where
left.
is it? You should have brought it.
Obviously, you guys don't belong rooming together, and, people don't get along, and things are said and whatever. So let's move on. So the question is, there's 2 months' rent still owed.
When I found out that I had to come up with this rent on my own, I don't make a lot of money. She knows that. I'm a single mom. And I'm thinking, she straight said she didn't care if I got an eviction or not with my daughter. And
Show it by text, please.
Ma'am,
Because you asked me to.
Stop.
you did. You said you told my cousin that you.
No, I didn't
She
talk to
told
your
my
cousin.
cousin that she
Show me
didn't.
that I
She
talked to
said.
your
You're
cousin.
Stop
interrupting.
interrupting.
She didn't care if I got an eviction. That's why she left, and that's why she stopped paying. She knew I couldn't pay it on my own, and I luckily I had my tax returns coming up that I was planning on taking my daughter on a trip, and I had to spend my whole tax return money to pay for her half of the rent.
Okay.
Your Honor.
And you're giving an argument of constructive eviction, saying that it was a bad environment for you to be in because you're being bullied, is what you're saying.
Correct. I mean, Your Honor, I told her, I
stole
said,
somebody's
if your
boyfriend.
cousin's not there, we have no problem. The next time I went to the house to check on it, and her cousin was there, I said, you have no reason or being to be in this house. You're not on this lease. We have a disagreement. I cannot be in your presence. You are threatening me physically and emotionally,
How is she threatening you physically?
saying that she was going to beat my ass.
Well, that's
She never said that. Never said that.
Where's that written up at? I want to see it.
I'll send the text messages.
Where is it in your documents?
Listen, I'll send the text messages.
Listen, ugly. Well, I'm going to leave that word out. If I see you tweet or do anything with Chris, I'll ruin you. I hope when you close your eyes at night or kiss my man, you know you're a home-wrecking evil. Same word. Find a reliable person to move in or you're blanked and no job.
Oh, I have no job now. Even though I was a higher performer than her.
No,
but
you weren't.
There you go.
All right, here's how I'm going to rule. For whatever the reason was, it became a very difficult place for her to live on her side. There was no secret that you weren't happy with her being there. And she either sensed it, read it, heard it, whatever. Any person looking from the outside would say, whoa, this is a bad situation. It makes sense that she needs to move on. On your behalf, when a lease is signed, the people that sign a lease, that is the expectation, that the lease isn't just for when times are good and you're my best friend. The lease is also good when I'm really angry at you and I think you're messing with an old boyfriend or whatever the reason is. There's still that lease that has to be given respect. So you don't need to pay them for 2 months, but I am going to have you pay them for 1 month. And I think that is the fairest way to go. I find for the plaintiff in the sum of $600.
We like to call girls like that homewreckers.
For sure.
they were all harassing me. They were all sending me numerous text messages. I just couldn't get away from them, and I needed a fresh start.
Hey YouTube, check out my new show, Judge Jerry. Now for sneak preview and behind the scenes footage, subscribe to my channel now.